Well, I keep forgetting before I put my hands down, I need to say Magu Zian Sho. Divine marijuana brings immortality. So, I got that out of the way. What's next? Well, I wanted to talk about. Well, let me put on some music here because my roommate is playing his music, which is copyrighted. So, hopefully this will drown it out a little bit. Anyway, on my next video, I want to talk about the art of Wu-Xing, or what might be called the 5 elements. Now, I put the 5 elements in parentheses. Let me turn this down some. I put it in parentheses because you might see it say the 5 elements, but it should really be called, what did I say? Wu-Xing, the 5 phases. So what that means is most Westerners will get elements mixed up with the cardinal elements of nature. So if we say 5 elements, people might think ether, fire, air, water, and earth. That's not what we're talking about. When we say the 5 elements in the Tao, we're talking about the changes. Like my last video was about yin and yang, not and. Yin yang. And now, in order for energy to transform from yin to yang, takes 5 phases. You understand? Start out yin, then a little bit of yang, then a little bit of yang, then a lot of yang. You understand? So it's a phase. It's not individual elements. But, well, we're going to get into the Wu-Xing later because that deals with a lot of stuff. But before I do that video, something told me to talk about this video. So, this subject is related to the 5 phases of changes because the 5 phases go into the organs, it goes into the natural elements, it goes into the 5 tastes. Wu-Xing gets deep. So, but I just wanted to do this because it's kind of related. I got 2 here. One is the circadian body rhythms according to traditional Chinese medicine. And the other one is the Chinese medicine 24-hour clock. So they're pretty much the same thing, but I'll go with this one. Well, let me just show this one so you can take a screenshot. Got it? Okay. Now I'm going to show you the other one, which I just realized says the pretty much same thing, except this chart actually has more information as far as the emotions that come from each of the different organs. So we're going to start out at 12 noon with the heart. Does that sound like a heartbeat? Anyway, ouch. Let me hit this side so it'll be even. Anyway, so 12 noon, the energy is in the heart. The element is fire, and it controls the heart, blood circulation, high energy, like, yo, dude, I'm fucking, no, not that high. And lunchtime. Anyway, they got lunchtime up here. They eat lunch at 12 o'clock in China too? Anyway, so that's at 12 noon. The energy is in the heart. The heart deals with blood circulation and high energy. And it's lunchtime, so your energy will probably go down if you eat a big meal. So at 1 p.m., it starts to move over into the small intestine. Now, I think I explained on another video, each organ in your body is really a set of organs. Like in this case, they would consider the heart, say, the solid organ, and the small intestines not solid, because shit got to move through it, so it's not solid. Now, blood, but the heart is more solid. Anyway, they match up. If you eat a taste for the heart, which is bitter, it'll also affect the small intestines, right? So, at 1 p.m., just starting the small intestines, sorts and absorbs food. And it's a low energy time. They say nap time. So it goes into 2 p.m. So it starts about 1 p.m., goes on actually until 3 p.m. All right, and that's all in the element of fire. So from 3 p.m. to about 5 p.m., we're dealing with the bladder. And the bladder is energy restored and liquid waste released. And the thing they have is work and study. So the first one was lunchtime, the second one was nap time, and from 3 to 5 p.m. is work time. And now we're dealing in the water element. So we have moved from fire to water, which is the same thing I do in my form. We'll see it. I'll show y'all that when I get to it. So from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., the energy or your life force is in the kidneys. Now the kidneys store nutrients, build bone marrow. And now we're talking about supper time. And now we're still in the element of water. So now we go back to fire, and you might not think of this as an organ, but they have it here when the energy is in this part of your body. The pericardium, that's like, I believe that's like the triple warmer. But anyway, it's fire element. We're back to the fire element, and it's for protection, light reading, and self-love. Don't love yourself too much, or you're gonna go blind. Anyway, so that's from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We're in the element of fire, just starting the element of fire because they got it kind of pinkish. And then from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., we're in the triple burner. So I was wrong. I have to look up pericardium. I forgot what it was. So the triple burner is actually something else. Triple burner is the 3 levels of your body: the lower sexual energy, the breath, and the thought. So in that, which we're still in fire, but now we're in strong fire, we're talking about the endocrine and metabolic balance and getting sleepy at this time. So now we move from fire into the energy of wood. Now the wood is from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning. And the first organ that we're going to deal with is the gallbladder. And they have sleep, release bile, cellular repair and build blood cells. So they got it backwards. It should be build blood cells, cellular repair, release bile, and then um, uh, they go into sleep, like lunchtime, nap time, da da da. So we're in the wood energy. Now we're going to move into strong wood energy, which is the liver. Now, when I say these together, again, the liver and the gallbladder are pairs of organs in the body. So if you eat, which the liver taste is the sour. So if you eat the sour taste, it's going to not only affect the liver, it's going to affect the gallbladder. So the gallbladder starts at 11 p.m. and actually we go to 3 a.m. And from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. we're talking about the liver. And the liver is about planning, rest and recovery, detoxing the blood, and deep, deep sleep. Okay, so now from 3 p.m. Oh, wait a minute. Yu-Gi-Oh! From 3 p.m. Wow, this is a long one. Or from 3 a.m. Excuse me, to 7 a.m. Well, I'm messing up. From 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. we're in the lungs, and the lungs is the metal phase of energy. Again, when I say wood and fire, these are not elements. They are the names of the phases of the energies, the 5 energies that I'm going to talk about maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. But now we're in the lung from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. The lung and metal element, talking about detoxing the lungs, dreams and memory. And now again we get into deep sleep. We're still in deep sleep, like so. Metal energy. Then from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. we're talking about the large intestine again, which is the complementary organ for the lungs. And the lungs deal with, what did I say? Meditate. Oh, meditate. So meditate, dealing with the large intestines. Hamada, 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 hamada. So meditate, release the bowels. Yeah, 5 a.m. Yeah, that works for me. And then wake the hell up. Wake up. So from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. it's time to wake up. And we dealt with the metal energy. Now from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. we're dealing with the stomach. Well, they have stomach on here, but in Chinese medicine they don't actually think of the stomach as an organ. It is really, according to them, is really just a space to, to break food down on the whole food, whatever. And it's the pancreas actually that sends, what do you call that fluid? Sends in that fluid stuff to break down the food, blah, blah, blah. So they really talk about the pancreas, and the stomach is the empty organ. I'm sorry, the spleen. I'm getting it all. Must be getting old, man. The complementary organ is the spleen. You heard about people in car accidents and they bust their spleen. They got problems. Okay, so from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. we're in the stomach. The stomach is about here, and it's about this big. So you people that eat this much, your stomach, used to be anyway, is about as big as your fist. So you eat this much, but this is your stomach. Get it? I don't care. Now, people say you eat too much. Now, if you ate lettuce all day, you wouldn't have a weight problem. So now we're in the earth element, in the stomach from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And we're talking about break fast. That's the real word, break fast. Because you've been in deep sleep and you're waking the hell up. And now you've been fasting believe it or not, because you haven't been eating the whole time you've been sleeping, unless you've been sleep, walking, eating. So now it's time to eat breakfast. And now they talk about good concentration and get your ass up and go for a walk. So that's the earth element. Then from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m., we're talking about the spleen, the complementary organ to the stomach. And now we're talking about clear thinking. Oh, I'm sorry. We're still in the earth element, but now we're in deep, deep earth. You understand? So 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., the spleen, clear thinking. Spleen converts food to qi or chi. So now we start all over again from the heart, 12 noon. So there you go right there. It says that it's the spleen that transforms the food in the stomach to life force, chi, qi, prana, ki in Japanese, bioelectromagnetic energy in scientific ease, or just in the Bible, the life force. So the spleen is important because it changes food into life force. Your lungs changes the air into life force. Things in your skin changes the sunlight into life force. You got all this stuff coming in, making life force, and then you go waste it away. Now, with all this I'm talking about, what this is for, because they say when you're born with a certain amount. Some people got a lot of energy, say like what Bruce Lee is like, I gotta do something every 5 minutes. And then some people are like, yo, man, I ain't doing shit. I don't give up. Anyway, so you're born with a certain type. I found out it's a certain type because I have high energy, but I'm not a Bruce Lee either. But so you're born with a certain amount of energy, and as you get older, that energy gets less and less, or life force gets less and less. You have 9 holes in the body. 9. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a mouth, 2 nostrils, and an anus, and an asexual organ. You know which one you got. So that's 9 holes, they say, in the body. And from them holes is constantly, you seeing, that's leaking out, in a sense, energy to see, leaking to hear. Like I'm doing, talking, after I finish these videos, I'm like, now I got to do some Qi Kung to get my life force back. So you see, giving out energy is depleting energy. These practices that I'm going to be teaching and that I am talking about replenishes your energy. So when you do transform into a higher form, I didn't say die, did I? I said when you transform into a higher form, you still have the same amount of life force that you were born with. I would say more, but the old Chinese people say you can't get more energy than you had when you came here in the first place. You can transform it. Like if you come with an evil energy, maybe you can transform it to a nice energy. Not a sissy energy. A nice, be a nice guy instead of, leave me the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Like me. I'm a nice guy till you piss me the fuck off. But most of the time, I'm nice. So anyway, that is the 24-hour clock within your body. Isn't this Tao stuff? This is amazing stuff. Did your doctor tell you about this? Did your doctor know about it? I had a Chinese doctor down at the VA, and I'm like, well, I want some acupressure. She learned medicine in America. She don't know nothing about, she's Chinese. She don't know nothing about China. Well, that stuff. I don't want you. I'll get a real doctor. No, a real healer. There's doctors, there's healers. Let's get it straight. All right, so another 20 minutes. I try to keep it So I showed you this one. This one pretty much say the same thing. Oh no. Okay, let me go through this one. This one got the what you call it, the emotions. So I just go through them right quick. The heart is the negative emotions, I guess. The heart is jealousy. The small intestines is repressed emotions. The bladder is anxiety. The kidney is fear. The pericardium is regret. Fuck. Sanjiao, well, Sanjiao they got here, but it's the three or the triple warmer is depression. So this is your triple warmer. When you're depressed, listen to the word. When you're depressed, this is how you look. When you're whatever the opposite of depressed is, you're like, your chest is up and hey, I'm not depressed. So the triple warmer deals with depression. The gallbladder deals with bitterness. The liver is anger. Now you can tell this. There's two things you can tell from this that right away. One, the liver, people who drink a lot of alcohol and their liver is getting all corroded and cirrhosis and all that, they get angry really, really fast. You understand? The other one is the hot taste. You want to see if it really works? The hot taste is related to the lungs. Eat a hot, if you got a cold or just some mucus, eat one of them little Chinese, them little black Chinese hot peppers and watch all tears and mucus and everything. Yeah, all that. So that's a way of telling, oh, this stuff really works. Now the other ones you might not be able to tell so much, but it's working. It's the taste of food. It's doing something in your body. But in Western medical so-called systems, they don't even they don't even talk about it. They don't know about it. I'm telling you shit your doctor don't know. You know more than your doctor right now, right now, right now. Anyway, let's move on. So what was I talking about? The liver is anger. The lung is sadness. My lung is sad. The large intestine is guilt. I didn't do it. The stomach is anguish. Anguish. How do you do anguish? God. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to try to do that one. The spleen, pancreas. It was the pancreas. They matched those two organs together, spleen and pancreas, and they don't consider the stomach an organ. I'm getting it together. I'm doing the stuff off the top of my head. What you want for $1? You ain't even pay me $1. And then after the spleen, pancreas, like I said, the spleen converts food into chi. And now we're back at the heart. So those are the 12 meridians. They're connected all like through what they call meridians. You got a blood system. You got a nervous system. You have a digestive system. You have a what do they call that when you breathe in and all that stuff system. You have an endocannabinoid system, which we just found out about a couple of years ago, and they say that endocannabinoid system, that's when you smoke some marijuana and it goes into the endocannabinoid receptors. That regulates all other systems. But you also have what's called a meridian system, where the chi or qui or ki or prana moves through. If it stops moving, you're dead. Well, something really wrong with your ass. Ain't no life force moving from your head to your toe and back. So anyway, that's about it. I got the 12 emotions with the 12 meridians, and I got the time to eat breakfast all the way to not eating breakfast and what time you're supposed to do that. So the next video will be, we will go directly to the Wu-Xing. That's this. You can't see it. I'm going to show it when I do it. The Wu-Xing. It's also spelled with an H sometimes. Wu-Xing. So Wu-Xing with an X. Zing. 5 phases. Also called the 5 elements. So that's it. I'm out, and I'll see you on the next video, and we'll talk about the 5 phases of yin yang. Everybody needs a theme song. I'm out. Peace.